want to thank His Excellency the President for his commitment, for his leadership, for his vision in ensuring that his government is running a payroll which has integrity, which has no ghost workers,
which is purely remunerating Kenyans who are working for the people of the Republic of Kenya. I also wish to thank you for joining us today. Today's consultative meeting.
So I want to thank His Excellency the President for his commitment, for his leadership, for his vision in ensuring that his government is running a payroll which has integrity, which has no ghost workers, which is purely remunerating Kenyans who are working for the people of the Republic of Kenya. I also wish to thank you for joining us today. Today's consultative meeting convened to review the implementation of the Cabinet decision on public service payroll reforms and the official handover of the government payroll audit document to the Director General of the Directorate of Criminal Investigation. The government of Kenya remained steadfast in its commitment to strengthening accountability, promoting prudent management of public resources, and enhancing integrity in the administration of public service. A credible and transparent payroll system is fundamental to safeguarding public finances and improving service delivery and sustaining public confidence in government institutions. Over the past year, the Ministry of Public Service, Human Capital Development and Special Program, under the State Department for Public Service and Human Capital Development, has spearheaded a very comprehensive payroll reforms program aimed at modernizing the payroll management, also aimed at strengthening governance, and also aimed at addressing systematic weaknesses identified through independent audits. All these have been guided every stage by the head of government, His Excellency the President. These reforms have included the verification of public service payroll data, enhancement of human resource information system, establishment of payroll audit units across the ministries, departments and agencies, and also the implementation of measures to improve oversight and, more importantly, to improve accountability. Following the independent payroll audit and subsequent consideration by the Cabinet, government has resolved to implement a coordinated and a whole of government response to address the findings and recommendations arising from the audit. Today's meeting brought together key government institutions aligned to implementation of the Cabinet decision and ensure that all responsible agencies execute their respective mandates in a coordinated, timely, as well as lawful manner. And that's why I am here with the Director in charge of Directorate of Criminal Investigation, Mr. Amin. I'm also with the representative of Head of Public Service. I'm also with the PS for Public Service and Human Capital Development. I'm also with the representative of from the Office of Prime Cabinet Secretary, and also the gentleman is in charge of internal audit within the ministry, within the Treasury, the National Treasury. All these are government agencies which are key in this audit and which are key in implementation process of the finding. As part of the implementation process, I'm here today to formally hand over the payroll audit document to the Director General of the. This marks the commencement of the investigative processes on matters requiring criminal investigation, as identified in the audit findings. I wish to emphasize that this action demonstrates the government of Kenya's unwavering commitment to the rule of law and to the principle that any allegation of fraud, any allegation of abuse of office, or any allegation of financial impropriety shall be investigated independently and professionally by the institutions constitutionally mandated to do so. The investigative process will be conducted objectively and all applicable laws. At the same time, the government will continue implementing the broader institutional reforms aimed at strengthening the payroll governance, and some of these reforms include: one, full optimization and integration of human resource information system with other government financial management systems like Infamis. Also will include strengthening the payroll controls and audit mechanisms across all ministries, departments, agencies, and state corporations. And that's why we are saying, and we have issued a circular as a ministry, that all ministries, departments, agencies, state corporations, county government must be onboarded on the human resource information system, and we have given them 1 month to do so. If they fail to do that within a period of 1 month, the salaries will not be remitted to those government agencies who have not been onboarded on HRS. The HRS, as it is today, is robust enough, is capable of onboarding all government agencies, all county government of the Republic of Kenya, and as it is today, is strong enough. We are monitoring all the activities within the system on real time, that we can be able to tell on real time what activities are happening on HRS system. Any single manipulation can be seen from our site. Therefore, all departments, all agencies, all county governments, is a directive from the Cabinet of the Republic of Kenya that they must be onboarded on HRS system. Number three, institutionalization of continuous payroll audits and compliance monitoring. We have formed payroll audit teams in each and every state department, and this is the case also. We will do the same in all county governments in the Republic of Kenya, so that we can have audits of the payroll on monthly basis, so that we can be able to get what's happening, not at the end of the financial year, but each and every month. And once all government agencies are onboarded on HRS, we will be able to be sending reports to all government and government agencies and county governments on a quarterly basis if we have any query within the payroll. Number four, reinforcement of accountability measures for accounting officers and all officers responsible for the payroll management. If there is any question, any irregularities happening as far as the payroll management is concerned. Whoever is responsible for that payroll unit, whether it is in the county government or government agency or government corporation or parastatal, whoever is responsible will be held accountable. And not only accountable, but firmly, because the decision by the cabinet, led by His Excellency the President, is that government of Kenya must be able to account for every shilling which we get from the taxpayers. The government recognizes that payroll reform is not merely an administrative exercise, but a critical pillar in enhancing fiscal discipline, eliminating wastage, and protecting taxpayers' resources, and ensuring that every public servant is remunerated accurately and lawfully. And to mention that remuneration of the public servant is well considered under the Salary and Remuneration Commission, and we are calling upon the Salary and Remuneration Commission to ensure it gives the approved salaries structures, approved salary structure for all government agencies. And also we are calling upon the Public Service Commission to ensure it gives approved human resource instruments for all government agencies within a period of this 1 month since the time we issued a circular, so that we can be able to onboard all government agencies to human resource information system. I therefore call upon all ministries, department agencies, constitutional commissions, independent offices, county governments, and state corporations to extend their full cooperation with agencies to continue supporting the implementation of the cabinet directives. I also wish to ensure to protecting the right of all public officers while ensuring that due process is observed throughout the implementation of these reforms. Honest and dedicated public servants have nothing to fear from this exercise. Rather, reforms are intended to strengthen confidence in the integrity of the public service. Finally, I wish to thank the multi-agency team led by the State Department for Public Service and Human Capital Development, the National Treasury, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, the other security intelligence, security services or security agents involved, the Internal Auditor General, and all other institutions that have contributed to these important national principles and values of governance. And Article 232 of our Constitution talks about the principles. And Article 232 of our Constitution talks about the principles, the principles of public service at all costs. And that's why the entire relevant agencies, team of relevant agencies, Excellency William Samoei Ruto, I thank you. I now formally hand over the documentation to the director. I know there are questions on the question.
Two questions and we have from the DCI boss.
But before the questions, to the Director of Criminal Investigation to give a statement.
On behalf of the DCI, formally accept, receipt, of the human audit report, the forensic, as the agency seized with the mandate of criminal investigations in our country. We are fully seized optional and evidence-based investigation into the suspected payroll fraud, including the reported irregularities amounting to shillings 6.2 billion identified in the initial audit report. Our teams will verify the personal numbers used in the payroll processing. We shall further examine all unauthorized alterations to records, all irregular payments, weak controls, and dismantle any criminal network that is involved in the manipulation of our government's payroll systems. This investigation, ladies and gentlemen, will be undertaken within the shortest time possible, and we are committed to recovering any public funds lost through these malpractices. Of course, in the course of our investigations, we'll be working collaboratively with other government, law enforcement agencies, other government departments, and ministries. We'll work with KRA, we'll be working with asset recovery agencies, we'll work with our financial reporting center and other security agencies to make sure that all the funds stolen are restituted back to the government, and to make sure that we collectively make sure that the investigation process is conducted very, very professionally. And at this juncture, I wish to assure the people of Kenya that anybody found capable, culpable regardless of their position or status, will be brought to book in accordance with our law, and that we shall leave no stone unturned. Of course, this being a matter of national serious national concern, we shall endeavor to be updating the public on the progress of our investigations as and when necessary. And of course, again, like I said, we'll be working very closely with the National Treasury officials, with the internal audit officials, and with the officials from the Ministry of Public Service, so that they will be able to enrich our investigations. With those few remarks, I would like to say thank you very much, and we will try to expedite the process of our investigations as quickly as possible. Thank you.
So, any question?
Thank you, CS. Sorry, Gatete. I had three questions, but the DCA boss has answered one on the amount that that is under probe. I wanted to ask the number of ministries or departments that you can also give us a number, maybe 100, 200 departments, give us a number, maybe 100, 200 departments that will be subject to this
information system. Therefore, information system. Therefore, 12 state department will be is what is ready, but all other state is what is ready, but all other state departments will be more will be done. But from the internal audit, so we have completed 12. Forensic audit and handed over a report to TCI, but also for the internal audit report.
Well, I told you in my opening remarks that we are here to interact with the documents. We shall go through the documents.
We shall go through the documents. Say somebody with a Subaru, the documents. Say somebody with a Subaru and arrest him. It will require a lot of forensic and arrest him. It will require a lot of forensic investigations. It will require collaboration with other government ministries. It will require collaboration with other government ministries. Getting information, getting the payroll statements, liaising with the banks.
That President William Ruto has in the management of public affairs, and more so in the management of public affairs, and more so in management of public resources to be used prudently and to go to the intended which bank account number money were transmitted to.
And we are able to indicate that this money, has some irregularities coming to cure this cancer
once and for all, so that we can ensure Kenyans' taxpayers' money is not used in manner that is not prudent. And this is the leadership of His Excellency, President of the Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto.
Thank you.
Najua hiyo dai
Thank you
kusikia.
all.
Hiyo najua
you.
dai kusikia.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you all. Yeah, thank you all. Yes.
Dai kusikia, this has been there from the first administration to today's administration, and the administration that is working on it is William Samoei Ruto administration. To ensure we have a clean payroll, to ensure we have integrity of our payroll, and to ensure that we can be able to tell with precision, with military precision, that this bank account received this amount of money on this day and it was irregular. Thank you.
Yeah. Members of the press, karibuni sana. We can have a word in my boardroom.